Ayo, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So, I have been posting articles on Substack. I've been posting about once a day, and I'm gonna start trying to post monthly updates for safe states for transgender individuals. I also I'm gonna try and do abortion access safe states also monthly. So this is January 2024. My opinion, my map of states that I believe are safe states. This I'll come back to this, but this was inspired. I follow Aaron in the Morning on Substack, and I follow along on Twitter and other platforms as well. So this was inspired by Aaron's work. So this is the work for, I believe, January 2024. But what really inspired me to do this was I want to try and help in any way I can. So this is the Human Rights Campaign. I don't remember when this was posted, but this was last updated September of 2023. Gender affirming care bans impacting youth, so mostly across the South, a couple here in the Midwest, and out in the Rockies and the Plains. So looking at about 35% of transgender youth live in states that have passed bans on gender affirming care. So these are the states that are not safe. There's not access to that kind of stuff, not the care that would be necessary to transition from one gender role to another, or if you choose to be non-binary, or whatever you're transitioning from to something else, whether you are with a gender or you choose to not have that binary option. Transgender safe states across the country, in my opinion, January of 2024. At the end map I created, so we'll first go along the coast, and then what I refer to as islands. So this is the map. So along the west coast, states like Washington, Oregon, California, and then islands, Colorado, New Mexico, and Illinois and Minnesota. I call them islands because they are surrounded by states that I wouldn't consider safe, or they're surrounded by states that are somewhat safe. So out west, Washington, Oregon, California, Hawaii, also New Mexico, and Colorado. Personally, I think the light green, somewhat safe for Nevada and Arizona. If we go back to this map, red states banning care up to 18. So whether this is, I tried to make it for both adults and kids, my map. So states like Washington, Oregon, California, Colorado, New Mexico, Hawaii, even Nevada. Also some states, spread around the country. But let's go back to this article. So islands, these states are surrounded by states that I would consider not safe or somewhat safe. The East Coast, places like Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Vermont, in my opinion, I would consider relatively safe. And the final category, somewhat safe, states like Virginia, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Maine, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, and Nevada. So if we go back to this map from Aaron in the Morning, more or less the same. Obviously, I only have 3 different categories. They have multiple, but there are states that are passing bans for transgender youth, and if this information is, for you, or this is for someone you know or someone you care about, this is, I hope to be a resource that I can, help in any way I can. So states like Washington, Oregon, California, New Mexico, Colorado, Hawaii, I feel are pretty safe. Arizona and Nevada are also somewhat safe. Out east, places like Maryland, even DC, Delaware, Jersey, New York, and most of New England, I have Maine and New Hampshire as somewhat safe. And then also Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, I had as somewhat safe, mostly because different party controls of different forms of state government. So in Wisconsin, Democratic governor and Republican majorities. The control for Democrats in Michigan is narrow, and in Pennsylvania and Virginia and Arizona, it's all split control. So the green states are states that I would consider pretty safe. The light green states are states that I would consider somewhat safe. And the red states, so mostly the plains, a little bit in the Midwest, and the South, I would consider not as safe, because there are a lot of states in these regions that are passing bans on trans youth, but also would be making it difficult for transgender adults. So 24 safe and somewhat safe states plus DC, so 25. I did not include territories such as Guam or Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands. So this is my map for January of 2024. I will try to make this monthly, because obviously uh, different pieces of legislation proposed and passed or rejected, can make this map change. But as of January 2024, this is my map that I believe in at the moment. Green is safe, light green is somewhat safe, and red I wouldn't consider safe because different legislation has passed in those states. So that is my opinion for January 2024. If this is for you, or this is for someone you love or care about, hopefully this can be a resource that will help. And I'm going to continue to try and do this monthly. So with that being said, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Deuces.